Hello, everybody, and today we are reviewing a Cleveland Brown Christmas. So, we're going to start off with the Cleveland show as reviewing our Christmassy movies or specials. So, this is part of season 1 of the show, and this is where it's basically where Cleveland and his family are ready to celebrate Christmas until things take a turn between the relationship between Cleveland and Rollo, as Rollo starts to not really believe in Christmas anymore because he never really got to have his dad with him. And Cleveland ends up revealing one of the dark secrets about Donna and her previous boyfriend, Robert. But this is a nice Christmas special. It's much better than the Thanksgiving special, in my opinion. And I do like the intro they do with this special, where it opens with Cleveland singing "Here Comes Santa Claus." I thought that was good. We're seeing the various characters and Christmas moments. We see Cleveland and his friends as Christmas carolers. You see him relaxing with Donna with Tim the Bear as their rug. We also see Meg get hit with snowballs. That was like a running gag with Meg. If you know Family Guy lore, Meg constantly gets mistreated, and even in the Cleveland show, she gets mistreated. She gets thrown at by snowballs. They're just saying, "Screw you, Meg." You just feel very bad for Meg, honestly. But the episode opens with Cleveland and his family trying to get a Christmas tree, and I do like where Cleveland's like slapping the Christmas tree and just singing a song about it, but he ends up getting kicked in the shin twice by Rollo and Donna, as Rollo thinks his Robert is like a government agent. But later, when Cleveland takes the family to a Christmas party, he decides he's going to play the Santa there. And we even get a joke about I think like Herbert the Pervert as like their choir singer for the little kids, and it's meant to be creepy as Herbert the Pervert just sings Silent Night, and I thought this joke was so funny. And then Cleveland gets out of his seat saying, "Hey, I'm gonna leave," and then Herbert's like, "You sit back down," and it's funny. But when Cleveland does show up as Santa, he has Rollo sit on his lap, and then of course Rollo starts trash talking Cleveland. And Cleveland's like, I bet he's doing his best. But he ends up slipping that Robert is not a government agent, because Donna was trying to get him to not say it. But he ends up revealing the truth to Rollo, and Rollo is upset about it. And the whole episode's kind of just Rollo not given much for Christmas. Like, he doesn't like Christmas anymore, as I said earlier. But there's a nice few jokes. We see the principal end up doing like a dance number. I thought that was funny. But when things take a turn, when Cleveland decides that he must actually find Robert. And I do like how he actually calls Robert a bum. But we get this montage where Cleveland has to go find where Robert is. And he ends up finding him at a strip club. And he asks him to show up just for Rollo because he's really disappointed by Christmas. But Robert's like, no, and he's just not all for it. So Cleveland decides that he's just going to show up as Santa at the house on Christmas morning, and that's what he does. He gives all the family presents. And I did like the scene earlier where like he talks to Cleveland Jr. saying, "I ain't gonna fail you like Robert did, Cleveland Jr." And he ends up like petting him, and then Cleveland Jr.'s like weirded out by it, but he ends up doing it at the end. But the things that happen that make the lies even worse, they decide that the reason why Robert doesn't show up in Rollo's life is because he's Santa. So they end up just lying to him too again. It's just a lie within a lie. But they all get their Christmas presents, of course, and Robert just pretends to be Santa. And we see the actual Santa show up, and it's meant to be funny, as he's later attacked by the deer. And he's just, yeah, you get the point. But, yeah, so this episode was definitely an interesting episode for sure. It's like, it just shows that the Cleveland family, they're not exactly the most, I mean, they're not as crazy as the Griffins, but like they're still willing to lie to their kids even on Christmas. And it gives Rollo a little arc, I guess, and he ends up actually burning the tree he was actually trying to buy, but he ends up liking Christmas now, at least. But they did it for the wrong reason for Rollo, as they just want to lie to him because they think he's too young. But yeah, so I'd probably give this episode probably a 7 out of 10. It was a decent Christmas episode. It definitely, I got the Christmas vibes from it, and there were definitely a decent few jokes in there. Yeah, I think maybe next year we'll maybe do the other Cleveland show Christmas specials. So yeah, that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.